Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, and double honors to our elders and apostles of GMS the Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Shalom, shalom. And this is Brother Nabala here with another lesson, all right? And this here, man, Donald Trump, DJ Trump, a.k.a. Nero, all right, is stating that there won't be a World War III, all right? And that it's not going to start in the Middle East, okay? And the scriptures say otherwise, all right? So we're going to listen to what Nero is saying here, and then we're going to get into the scriptures and back it up with the scriptures, or what the scripture says, because this is not of man, all right? This is of Yahweh Bashem Shai and what his will is, all right? The scriptures say that his words will not return unto him void, man, all right? So let's listen to this, all right? And also, too, Donald Trump, man, he's preaching that peace and safety, which we're going to get, all right? So let's listen here.
Means so much. There were so many people who said the Middle East, and this has been going for many, many decades. I've read it many times, that World War III will begin in the Middle East. It's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. There was a time that you would have thought it could have, but it's not going to happen. There won't be World War III, hopefully at all, but it's not going to start in the Middle East. We're not going to have a World War III if we're smart. There'll never be a World War III.
All right, so DJ Trump Nero says that there's not going to be a World War III, all right? And the scriptures say otherwise, all right? This is the will of Yahweh Bashem Shai for World War III to take place, okay? This is his will, all right? Let's go here. Let's go right here. Let's go. My words will not return to me void. What is that? Isaiah 55 and 11. Let's get that. Let's get Isaiah 55 and 11. Isaiah 55 and verse 11. Straight to the point. It says here, so shall my word that goeth forth out of my mouth, all right, it shall not return unto me void, all right, his words shall not come back empty, but it shall accomplish that which I please, all right, and it shall prosper the thing whereunto I sent it, okay? So, whatever Yahweh Bashem Shai says is going to take place, it's going to take place. Because you know why? His words are faithful and true. His words are not going to come into are not going to return it to him void, because that would make Yahweh Bashem Shai a liar. All right, and the scripture says that he's a man that he cannot lie. All right, so there's an appointed time for everything. All right, there's an appointed time for everything. Wherever Yahweh Bashem Shai says, that's what's going to take place. At an appointed time, at a time that's necessary for it to take place. Okay, so hey man, you can't bypass the scriptures, man. All right, the scriptures are faithful and true. The words of Yahweh Bashem Shai are faithful and true, and he said World War III is going to happen. Okay, now let's go here, man. Because DJ Trump Nero, what is it? First Thessalonians. It's the First Thessalonians 5 and 3. Let me see, 5 and 3, because Nero, man, DJ Trump is preaching that peace and safety. All right, making it seem like everything is okay, making it to lower the guards of the people. All right, and that's the spirit that Donald Trump is trying to push out there. So it says here, First Thessalonians 5 and 3, it says for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. You see? So just like a woman goes through her labor pains. All right, that's how what was I gonna say, man? I had a slakia, I had a brain fart. You know, just as you know, a laborer comes into a woman, it's gonna be sudden, okay? It's gonna be sudden. All right, when these things, know when World War III takes place. All right, and you know that's the spirit that Esau Edom is pushing out there amongst the people. All right, so they could be caught off guard. All right, so that's what this devil is preaching, man. He's preaching that peace and safety. All right, he's saying that there is no World War III. That World War III is not going to start in the Middle East. Yes, it is going to start in the Middle East. Okay, and we just read that in the book of Isaiah. All right, Isaiah 55, man, and 11. That the words of Yahweh Shema Shai will not return to him void. All right, his words are faithful and true. Okay, so let's go here. Let's go to Revelations 9 and was it 12? Yep, here we go right here. Revelations 9 and 12. Okay, it says one woe was past. All right, woe meaning destruction. All right, and that first woe is World War I, which roughly took place in what is it damn, when did World War III take place? Was it 1918? I believe World War III took place in 1918. All right. So it says, one woe was past, and behold, there come two woes more after. Okay? Two woes more after. Okay? So World War II took place approximately around 1938, if I'm not mistaken. All right? And it says two more woes hereafter. So, okay, so let's go here to Revelations 11 and 14. And it says the second woe was past. All right, the second woe, which took place in around the 1930s, 1938, around that time. And it says, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. All right. So this is mentioning the third woe, World War III, which is going to take, which is a future prophecy that's going to take place. All right, which it could take place at any time. At pretty much at any time, World War III could pop off at any time. All right, it could pop off at any time. Okay, you're seeing all these proxy wars, you're hearing wars and rumors of wars and things like that that's taking place. All right, these are the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. He said that this is going to happen. All right, he said that the World War III is going to happen and it's going to take place. Okay. He said that he said in the book of Joel, all right, that what is Joel what is it Joel let's get it here. Joel, what is it, 2 and is it 10? Or is it 20? Let's see. Boom, right here. Joel 2 and 20. It says, but I will remove far off from you the northern army. All right. Now, northern army is talking about Babylon the Great. All right. The army, the military here in Babylon the Great. All right. And it says, I will drive him into a land barren and desolate, with his face toward the east sea, and his hinder part toward the utmost sea. And his stink shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he had done great things. All right. So this is okay. That land barren and desolate. All right, is talking about that's talking about the Middle East. All right, around around Saudi Arabia, in that area. All right, in the deserts of Saudi Arabia. That's where it's going to take place. All right. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that East Sea is talking about the Red Sea. Okay, so that's where the war is going to take place. All right, and you go to the book of Joel 3, and it says here, we'll start at 1. It says, for behold, in those days, in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. All right, that's when Yahweh Bashim Shai is gonna deliver us from being in captivity. It says, I will gather all nations and will bring them down to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. All right, Yahweh Shaphat meaning, Yahweh judges. And I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage. All right, meaning that he's gonna judge, these other nations. All right, for his heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. And they have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for a harlot and sold a girl for wine and that they might drink. All right, so this is Yahweh Bashim Shai, pretty much, gathering all the nations here in the Middle East, all right, to bring forth judgment upon them for what they did to his people, all right, for what they did to his people, okay, putting them into slavery, scattering his people, all right, stealing their land, stealing their heritage, all right, their identity. Okay, so World War III is definitely mentioned, in the scriptures. All right, the Middle East is definitely it's definitely going to take place in the Middle East, as we just read in the book of Joel 2:20. Okay, you see, the land barren and desolate. All right, it's Saudi Arabia. All right, that's there's nothing out there. The land is barren, the land is desolate. The deserts of Saudi Arabia is going to take place, which is in the Middle East. Okay, so the words of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah, faithful and true, man. All right, let's get that. This is Revelations 12:5 right here, and it says, he said upon a let's get that. Revelations 21:5, it says, and he sat upon the throne and said, behold, I will make all things new. And he said unto me, write, for these words are true and faithful. All right. So, everything that's written in these scriptures, man, are true and faithful, man, as he had said. All right. As he has said, let's get the book of, was it Revelations 19? We'll end off with that. Is it Revelations 19 and... let me see. Let's see here. All right, because Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai is coming to, to bring judgment and make war, man. All right. It says, and I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he sat upon him. He said, and he that sat upon him was called faithful and true. All right, it's talking about Yahweh Shai. And in righteousness he doth judge and make war. Okay. So this is Yahweh Shai, man. All right. The faithful and true one, the righteous one. All right. He judges and makes war. And what is he going to do? All right. He's going to gather, the nations. Yahweh Bashim Shai is going to gather the nations in the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. All right. He's going to remove that northern army, which is talking about the army of Babylon, the great, to a place that's barren and desolate. All right. Saudi Arabia. All right. And he's going to bring forth the judgment, man. So therefore, man, hey, World War III is going to take place in the Middle East. World War III is going to happen, all right? The words of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai are faithful and true, man, all right? And his words will not return unto him void, all right? His words are not going to come back empty, okay? So, man, I just kind of just want to throw that point out there, man. Let's watch that video one more time, man, and we'll close out.
Means so much. There were so many people who said the Middle East, and this has been going for many, many decades. I've read it many times, that World War III will begin in the Middle East. It's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. There was a time that you would have thought it could have, but it's not going to happen. There won't be World War III, hopefully at all, but it's not going to start in the Middle East. We're not going to have a World War III if we're smart. There'll never be a World War III.
All right, so with that being said, I'm going to close out and give all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Bakakbadash. And once again, double honors to our elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone who teach and rule well. All right, and this is Brother Nabala to the next lesson. Shalom, shalom.